2K, baby. I'm a 2000s, baby. Feel me? Plus 2K. Feel me? A nigga been playing 2K since forever. So we just balling on niggas like 2K. Straight like that.
Care to share what year you actually were born?
2000.
Oh.
2000s, baby. 2000.
Now, who came up with this? Was this something you came up with on your own, or somebody coined this name for you?
Me and my little brother Buster Keys. He also make my beats and shit. We was just in the basement in my granny's house smoking on some high shit, just playing around. And it's like we some 2K babies, some 2000 babies.
Now, this person that you refer to as your brother, this is your biological brother, or are you just using the phrase brother?
Nah, that's my blood brother.
Okay, got you. And grandmother here, you mentioned her. This is grandmother on your mother's side or your father's side?
My father's side.
And what about the name Sage?
Sage, see, that shit came about, I was like in middle school, and Rock Revival, you know the brand, feel me? That's what all the little niggas was rocking. That's like the popular shit. So my mama had got me a whole bunch of Rock Revival shorts, and like one of them was like this weird color, like a green. I looked on the back and the tag was like, the color was sage, you feel me? And this is like around when I first like started, decided I want to try to start rapping and shit, feel me? So I just ran with it. And then my niggas start, you hearing everybody call, my niggas start calling me that shit off the muscle. So then, feel me, the hood start calling me that shit. The city called me that shit. And that's just, you feel me, that's what everybody know me for.
So what's the actual stage name at this point? Is it 2K Baby Sage? Is it just Sage? Is it just 2K Baby?
It's 2K Baby. It's 2K Baby. But, you feel me, if you know me, you know my name is Sage. So 2K Baby Sage is how it go. However you want to put it. But 2K Baby, you feel me, when I come out, yeah, it's 2K Baby. That's my status. Feel me?
Now, Sage is not your real name. But sometimes, when it comes to rappers, singers even, sometimes they use part of their real name, their birth name, their government name, with their stage name, and sometimes they don't. In your case, you chose not to use your real name. Why choose the alias situation? Why not use your real name as part of your stage name?
Be honest, I mean, I can't really tell you that. I mean, I'm just a young nigga just being creative, just, feel me, like, it's just on my fly shit, feel me? My real name Christian, though, feel me? Name from the Bible, you know, feel me? That's my religion. I'm a Christian.
I see. Now, when it comes to this stage name that you do have, because this is not your real name, this is an alias, do you look at this stage name as this is really you? Or do you look at it like maybe like it's an alter ego or a character?
Hell no, cause, feel me, 2K Baby saying that shit, I'm saying that shit, I'm 2K Baby.
Now, this has always been your stage name. When it came to music, it's always been 2K Baby. You've always used that, correct? You didn't?
Nah, I actually just recently switched to 2K Baby this year, like while I was down here in Atlanta.
What was it before?
Working. It was Lil Sage, like coming up back home, it's always been Lil Sage, LBM Sage, you know, young niggas, we click up gang shit, all that, LBM Sage, 5-Star Sage, Lil Sage. But then I moved here, it's 2K Baby Sage.
Did that name change help or hurt your brand at this point, looking back?
I mean, looking at where I'm at now, obviously, I feel like everything that's happened, every move I made has been for the better. You know what I'm saying? But I didn't do it for, feel me, when I'm thinking of it, I wasn't doing it for that reason. I'm doing it just because that's just how I felt at the time. That's, feel me, I want to boss up.
Was it almost like a new start or a fresh start in a sense? Because you did actually move and then you changed the name. Did you look at it like that in a sense or no?
Not a fresh start, like a new level.
Okay.
I'm building up. I mean, I'm growing, I'm evolving.
Any regrets with the name change?
Hell no. Hell no. Because now, like I said, they know we really balling on niggas like 2K.
What is your ethnicity?
Black. Black as hell.
Do you speak any other languages aside from English?
Hell no. Nah. I took like 2 years of Spanish. I cheated through that shit. And I took a year through French. I cheated through that too. So, feel me?
Did you learn any parts of either of those languages?
To be 100, I probably do, but I'm high right now, and I can't make me think hard, for real.
And just curious, what are you high off of today?
Weed, that's all I do is weed. Weed, that's it, straight.
Certain strain you're on right now?
I'm on sativa.
Just curious for those watching.
Yeah, I like sativas. I like indicas sometimes, you feel me, I'm at the crib, I'm just chilling. Like, when I'm out and shit, you feel me, I ain't trying to be sleepy, I gotta be focused. And then when I'm in the studio also, I just like being creative. I want shit that's gonna give me my energy. I ain't trying to be lazy.
And speaking of smoking, how often do you smoke these days?
Every day. All day, every day.
Just marijuana?
Yeah, just marijuana. That's it. Just weed. I don't even fuck with oils and all that shit. I don't none of that shit. Dabs, none of that shit. I just like weed. Like break that shit down, roll that shit up. Feel me? And burn that shit. Smoke that shit.
You've tried the oils and the dabs and stuff like that before, or no?
I tried like the little dab pens, but I wasn't fucking with it for real. So.
Now, when it comes to smoking marijuana, you do roll it up. What do you use to roll it up with?
Backwoods.
Certain flavor?
I like the purple pack. I like the honey, the yellow pack. The honey, the yellow pack always come right. Like they ain't never stale or none of that shit. Like they always moist, like unravel straight. You feel me? The stems don't be like stiff through there. So that's why I fuck with the honey pack.
Now, do you remember your first time smoking ever?
Shit, my first time smoking, I was like in the 8th grade. And I was with my nigga Matt and my cousin Rudy, who was in the garage at this fat white nigga's house that Rudy fuck with. You feel me? But we was smoking for real. I ain't even gonna lie, I ain't hit it for real. Like, I was like on some cool shit. So like for real, I wasn't even high for real.
Didn't get high the first time.
So that wasn't really I wouldn't consider my real first time. My real first time smoking.
And getting high.
Yeah, like it was like a year later. I'm like a freshman now. I'm like 14.
High school.
Yeah, and I ain't go cap. Like I was selling weed before I was smoking weed, cause I was never fucking with. Like I was never trying to smoke weed. Like I was trying to be focused. You feel me? My big bro YC didn't even smoke weed for real. You feel me? So I was always trying to be focused. But you feel me? I'm busting little grams with shit as a little nigga. I'm at my nigga's house. You feel me? All the way out the way. So you feel me? We don't got no car name. So I walk like 30 minutes for like $10. Feel me? I'm already pissed off, but fuck, I got my $10. Send some bitches hit my phone talking about some, feel me, slide. Walk another 30 minutes from the house. Now I'm an hour away from the house. At these bitches' house. Don't get no play. Walk all the way back to this nigga Philip's house, get all the way over there. I made like $10, you feel me? I ain't got no play or nothing. I'm like, man, I'm ready to smoke. Feel me? Like, fuck it. And we ain't even had nothing to roll up in. You feel me? It's late. You feel me? So I'm on YouTube just trying to look up how to, you feel me, what to do, you feel me? That shit was talking about using some Bible paper. I wasn't really fuck with that shit. You know, hell no. So I ended up making like just a bone, you feel me? Just out of like a bottle, like a little tube from like a pen, like the cap from a cable cord, you know, all that shit. I looked up the, you feel me? Nigga, I hit that shit like 6 times, not knowing what I'm doing. Next thing I know, I'm in there like, just gone, just motherfucking loaded. Never been that high again, never been that high before.
Remember what strain that was?
Hell no. Hell no. Matter of fact, I got this from his girl that used to work at Moby Dick, named Sim. I remember I woke up the next morning. I don't know what happened the night before, you feel me? I got Apple Jacks and Doritos everywhere. I checked my phone. I done called her like, man, what was this shit, man? You feel me?
So would you say this was a good experience or a bad experience?
Bad experience. I was scared as fuck. I ain't gonna Nigga, like I said, I first hit that shit like 30 minutes in. I wasn't even high nothing. So I'm talking to myself. I'm like, man, you not high, bro, but when that shit come, don't let it take over you. I'm like, all right, bro, I ain't gonna let it take over me. Then I'm like, hold on. Bro, why the fuck you talking to yourself? I'm like, bro, you high, bro. You feel me? My chest started beating. I'm getting hot in that motherfucker. I'm like, man, you know, the rest of the night, I'm just tweaking.
Now, because this was a bad experience, your first time actually getting high, how does one person go from a bad experience of doing something to doing something every day at this point?
I actually never smoked, like, after that, like I said, I was 14. After that, I ain't smoked again for a minute. Feel me? Probably like another year. Feel me? Then after that, like 15, I started smoking again, like weed. I ain't gonna lie, I started smoking blacks when I was 14 too, though. But I ain't stopped blacks. I just smoked weed that one time, stopped that shit, but I was smoking blacks. 15, started smoking weed again a little more. 16, 17, 18, 19. I don't know, it just kind of picked up through the years. Just kind of like how life go, you feel me? Like, but like the last year or two, it's really when it, like, you feel me, just life, but it's been like crazy. So, just been smoking, just a cope.
I know you mentioned your grandmother in a previous segment. You stayed at her house at one point. You stayed at her house or you visited her house when we were talking about it in the other segment?
My grandmother on my daddy's side,
Yes.
down here, I stayed with her when I first moved to Atlanta last year.
Okay.
But before that, I was staying with my granny on my mama's side back home in Louisville.
Were your parents or your grandparents smokers themselves?
Nah.
None of them.
My grandmother on my mama's side used to smoke cigarettes when I was a little baby, but she stopped that shit. I don't call. I know I'm smoking.
How was she able to quit, do you know? Just curious.
Her health, she just really just was like, you know what I'm saying, just stop that shit.
Got you.
For real.
Do you know if it was cold turkey, like just stopping, or did she have like some sort of nicotine patch or some sort of thing to
She
get
never
off?
did none of that. Like none of the patches or nothing. She was just like really just like for real, just like her mindset, just really just gradually just got off that shit.
Now, did your parents or your grandparents ever catch you smoking weed?
My mama caught me selling weed before. First thing she caught me selling weed.
What was her reaction?
She cried. I cried. You feel me? That's my mama. So I disappointed myself.
Remember what age or what grade this was?
15.
How'd she catch it?
Nigga, I think my dumb ass left my phone unlocked or some dumb ass shit. Dumb ass nigga left my phone unlocked. She went up in my room, motherfucking told me open the safe. I was like, damn. To open that motherfucking safe up.
You had a safe.
I had a little safe. My little dirty ass had a little safe, a little lockbox on everything. Thought I was doing something.
You open it, she sees it, and then that's when...
Oh, hell broke loose. Feel me? But what was? Niggas trying to get some money.
Did she try to persuade you to stop selling marijuana?
Yeah. I stopped for a minute. When I got caught, I stopped. I was like, my mom crying, shit. I can do better. Feel me? But I got back to it a little minute. Nigga went back to his old ways.
How long do you think it was after you stopped initially before you start again?
6 months, half a year. I remember it was like the middle of it was like the beginning of the school year, beginning of my sophomore year.
Did she ever catch on to it again at another point of time that you were back on it?
Yeah, but like never really like caught me like that. But like, after that, You feel me? I was doing other shit. You feel me? I wasn't just selling weed, so she was on my ass for other shit. You feel me? Just being out here on some dumb shit.
Like what? What else were you doing?
Shit, I mean, you feel me? Car hopping. Feel me? Shit, just out here on some cool shit with niggas. You feel me? Gangbanging and shit. Just, feel me? All what young niggas be doing, you feel me? Just out here fighting and shit, acting up. Feel me? You know, posting pictures with guns and shit on my ass. You feel me? Fucking up in school. Motherfucking just not coming home. All type of shit, bro. I don't even know what the fuck my ass was doing. Just out here trying to live.
Did she ever catch you smoking, though? She caught you selling first.
Mm-hmm.
But did she ever catch you literally smoking?
Yeah. And came outside. My man smoking, whatever. I remember my ass came home high than a motherfucker. Came home high as fuck. Sat down at the dinner table, thinking I'm smooth. Feel me? My mama's smart, bro. She ain't even say nothing, bro. She just let me eat. Just let me, you feel me? My sister there looking at me and shit. I'm thinking I'm good. I go back upstairs in my room after we get done eating. My sister come up there. She like, yo, it's high as hell. I'm like, for real? She's like, duh. Mama's mad. I'm like, fuck. So my mama wasn't even gonna talk her shit because she knew I was high. She waited till I woke up the next morning.
And then got you.
Yeah.
At this point, because you do smoke every day, are you addicted?
Yeah. I ain't gonna lie. If you lie to yourself, and you really addicted, you feel me? I ain't gonna lie to myself. Shit. Yeah, I'm on that shit. I smoke. I like weed. I mean, whatever.
You think this addiction that you do have, do you think it's something that grew right away? Or it took time to get to that point?
It took time. Like I said, for real, I ain't gonna lie. The only reason a nigga really got bad with the weed shit just because the nigga was going through shit. Feel me? And the nigga was relying on that shit. I was using that shit to, which I shouldn't have been. You feel me? And like now, I ain't gonna lie. Like some days I be like, damn, I wish I didn't even really fuck with the weed the way I did, because now I feel like I'm too deep in to an extent. But at the same time, like, but niggas is out here doing a whole lot of other drugs, bro. So it's like, bro, at the same time, it's like, bro, fuck it, bro. I'm gonna smoke my weed, bro. I ain't doing nothing else.
Speaking of other drugs, is marijuana a gateway to experiment with other drugs?
No, it ain't. If your ass chasing a high and you wanna go get, and that's what you doing, nigga. You feel me? Then now I know niggas that ain't never smoked weed. They started on some other shit, and they still went to all that other shit. You feel me? So, nigga, nah.
Have you ever experimented with other drugs?
No.
Why not? Some people do.
Fuck that shit. That's why. Fuck that shit. Too many niggas die, and too many niggas get locked up because they ass was high, too high. You feel me? Fucking up on, you feel me? You know, so niggas be slipping. So I ain't ready to be slipping like that. Fuck that shit.
Now that brings an interesting point here, because there was a time when you were selling marijuana, but you weren't consuming it, and then there's a point where you're consuming it. Were you ever consuming it and selling it at the same time? Was that ever a worry that you would get caught in trouble by the law because you may slip, because here you are under the influence, selling it at the same time?
Yeah. Well, I was always worried.
Did you ever slip?
Yeah.
You did.
I did.
So this comes from experience.
All learning lessons, man. But shit, everything happened for a reason. And to be honest, I wouldn't say I really slipped that night. But I mean, that's whatever you want to call it. But well, if that didn't happen, I wouldn't be here. So.
Now, when it comes to being arrested, have you ever been arrested for just using it?
They just catch me just smoking weed.
Yeah, you catch you with a personal amount just for yourself and because you were consuming it. when you were arrested, it was because you were selling it. It wasn't because you were using it.
No. My fault. Nah, yeah, when I got arrested, it's because I just had it. I ain't get like, it wasn't no like trafficking and no shit like that. You feel me? Nah.
But you have been arrested for it.
Yeah, I've been arrested for weed.
Now, because of that, right, was there ever a thought on, and you were arrested in where? What state?
Louisville, Kentucky.
Kentucky. So at the time you were arrested, I guess marijuana was illegal.
Yeah.
Because of that, was there ever a thought on moving to a state where marijuana was decriminalized, where you couldn't get in trouble for it, where it was recreationally
A nigga
legal?
done always dreamed about living in Cali. Shit, since a nigga seen Chief Keef go out there, you feel me? Since a nigga done always dreamed about being in Cali.
And there's other states where currently it's recreationally
now,
legal, aside from Cali.
But I mean, in my eyes, shit, even if it's legal in every state, shit, I'm still gonna go to Cali.
But was there a thought, I know you moved to Atlanta,
Yeah.
but was there ever a thought on seriously considering, because you do smoke every day, was there ever a thought on seriously moving to a state where you didn't have to worry about that? Or was just more so a dream?
It was always a dream. I never even thought I was gonna get out of Louisville. That was my biggest fear was living and dying in Louisville. You feel me? So I was just focused on getting out that motherfucker wherever it was at. I ain't even gonna lie. Like I thought the way my life was going before I came to Atlanta, I thought I was gonna be in Lexington, if anything, which is still in Kentucky, and making it to Lexington would have been a blessing to me. You feel me?
And somebody watching that's not familiar, how far is Lexington from?
Like an hour.
Okay. Because you smoke every day, what's the longest you may have went without smoking? Was there ever a period of this everyday consumption?
I mean, I've been smoking every day for probably like, I'd say 2 years now. So are you saying before the 2 years, or are you saying?
No, I guess during this 2 years, was there ever a stint where you didn't smoke every day? Was there ever a, and it could be for a variety of reasons.
I mean,
but
I
just,
don't know, shit. If a nigga just, sometimes you just run out of weed, niggas is bogus, you feel me? Only niggas that you can get weed from is niggas with some bogus ass weed. You not ready to get that shit. So it just be a drought, I ain't gonna lie. Plus, I ain't gonna lie, the weed in Atlanta is bogus. It be hard as fuck to get some weed down here, so shit, I ain't gonna lie. I've been some times where it been a drought for a few days just because the nigga couldn't find some good weed.
Now, I am curious here, because you are an everyday smoker for 2 years, have you ever personally tried to quit yourself?
I mean, shit. Nah. I mean, like, you feel me? Just like fuck it, I test my mind just to see if I can type shit.
Or maybe you say to yourself, you know what, I'm spending a lot of money on this stuff. I mean, it could be for a variety of reasons. Have you ever thought about quitting? I mean,
I done feel back, like, you feel me? If I know, like, all right, bro, you just smoke this much in a week. Chill a little bit this week. Just smoke a little less, all right? Feel me? Stretch it, try to stretch it a little more. Feel me?
has anyone ever asked you to quit it?
Like, ain't nobody never asked me to quit smoking. I'm a productive ass nigga. Like, I ain't sitting on my ass every day. I ain't no broke ass nigga out here just smoking, spending my last dollars on no motherfucking weed. So if I'm making it, if this weed is, you feel me, what I need to get up every day and make my music and grind, then shit, ain't nobody gonna tell me stop that shit.
Now I am wondering here. You brought up money. I want to ask you this. Marijuana can be an expensive habit for some people.
Mm-hmm.
With your personal use, you are an everyday smoker. Have you ever calculated how much you spend on it in a month just for yourself, your own personal use?
I mean, I'll be like, look, if a nigga smoke a zip a day, feel me? A zip probably like $280,
Okay.
now like $300, about $300 for some good weed, feel me? But here, I ain't even gonna do that shit. I'm gonna say a zip every 2 days, so I ain't even gonna be on no cool shit,
Okay.
feel me? I'm gonna say a zip every 2 days, feel me? Zip every 2 days, 7 days a week.
I've done the math. That's 40.
How much is that a week?
That's, well, I just did a zip every 2 days. Let's say there's 30 days in a calendar month. So 15 days would be every 2 days. So 15 times 300 is 4,500 a month.
Shit, Bali shit, way more than that.
Ever get the rapper discount?
Nah, I'm ready to chill with that shit though. Cause I ain't even gonna lie, I ain't never really calculated that shit like that. You the first nigga to really say that shit. I'm ready to chill with that shit. That's a lot of money.
It's 4,500, and that could be give or take. You know, maybe a little less, maybe a little more, but rough estimate 4,500.
Yeah, I'm ready to chill.
And if you multiply,
I need to start buying peas though. I ain't gonna cut, like just buy a pea so I smoke. Feel me? Just so save money. But my ass be, like I said, the weed in her, weed in the A's bogus, so niggas just be trying to find the right weed.
but just to go a little further with the calculation, if you did 4,500 times 12, which would be 12 months in a year, that's $54,000.
Shit. Look, man, I ain't really speak on the next subject. I'm gonna get a headache. Fuck.
Let me ask you this. Do you ever get the rapper discount?
No, I don't even be wanting no discount. Like, nigga, I'm gonna pay you and give me what I pay for. Like, I ain't fucked up about it. I want quality weed, bro. I ain't looking for no discount.
What about this? Women. Is your addiction to marijuana ever a deal breaker when it comes to women? Maybe you meet a female and she's not a marijuana smoker or even a smoker at all. Has that ever been a problem for you in any sort of relationship yet?
I don't do relationships. I don't do a relationship shit. So, I mean, I ain't really worried about what she likes or not, being honest. I mean, every now and then, I ain't gonna lie, every now and then, a nigga might run into a girl you feeling, so I might take her on a date or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But every girl that deal with me know what she dealing with. Like, you better know what you dealing with. Feel me?
Got you.
I smoke. It just come with me.
What about this? What about health issues? Now, health issues can arise from the act of smoking. And also you use tobacco products. You use backwoods.
And black and males.
And black and milds. Is that a concern? Are health issues a concern for you? Your grandmother had suffered some health issues because she smoked at one point.
Nah, it wasn't, she kind of, but it wasn't like she was really suffering health issues. She just knew, like, this shit bad for her. You know
Okay, got you.
You feel me?
What about you? Health issues, is that a concern?
To be honest, like, now that I'm, like, doing melodies and shit in my music, I'm more concerned to, like, just, like blacks and shit and all that tobacco and, like, just making sure my vocals is strong. But, like, health, I don't really be concerned on that shit. Cause, like, niggas, I mean, everybody just gonna go however you gonna go. There's people out here getting sick as hell and they never smoked a day in their life. So if I get sick, then that's how I go. If I don't, then that's how I go. Feel me?
Have you ever had any vocal trouble because of smoking?
Yeah, like some days I smoke too much. And I ain't gonna lie, I be in the stew, I smoke too much and they already know, nigga, nah, you gotta chill today, bro. You feel me? I just wait. Feel me? And like, I ain't even gonna lie, like next day sometimes I might wake up a morning, if I know night before I couldn't record, if I won't record it today, I'm gonna just kind of chill, just drink a whole lot of water, chill till I record, feel me? Then might get a little high before I record, whatever. But.
So with everything we've just talked about, right? Whether it's the money aspect, the health aspect, I mean, you use it as part of your creative for music. Mm-hmm. With everything considered, everything we just talked about, is it worth it?
Is what worth it?
Marijuana.
Yes. I mean, in my case, yes, because like I said, at the end of the day, I use it to cope so I can just maintain every day and just mentally, feel me, not go crazy because a nigga can be thinking about a lot.
Now, have you had the chance to collaborate with other rappers or met with other celebrities at this point, or no, not yet?
I mean, yeah, I done ran into celebrities and shit since I've been down here in the A. I ran into other artists. other producers. You feel me? Yeah.
Has anyone ever disappointed you when it comes to smoking?
What do you mean?
So, for instance, there are other rappers out here, there's other celebrities that may be known for smoking. They're a heavy smoker. They're into weed. Weed is like their thing. Have you ever been around them and maybe they're just not smoking like you thought they were, or maybe they just couldn't hang with you on your smoking level, or maybe they weren't who you thought they would be when it came to their smoking habit?
I ain't gonna put nobody out there like that, nah. Nah, I ain't gonna put nobody out there like that.
You won't put anybody out there, but have you been disappointed?
Have I been disappointed before?
Yeah. You met so-and-so, you thought they were gonna be able to do it this way, be this, and they just, when it came to smoking, they just weren't who you thought they were.
Man, we was smoking and bro was out. Like that, he know who he is. You know what I'm saying?
So you were disappointed.
I wasn't disappointed. Nah, I wasn't disappointed.
Oh, okay.
I mean, shit, it's what it is. His ass is asleep. That shit was funny though. But shit, we was high though. I ain't gonna lie, we smoked a whole lot of weed, you know. Just rolling up, we was just smoking.
Now, finishing up the conversation about, before we got into the marijuana subject, we were talking about learning another language, and you did cheat in Spanish class and French class, but I think you said you did pick up a little bit. I couldn't remember if you said you picked up any or not.
I think I picked up a little Spanish.
Do you wish, okay, thinking back, hindsight 2020, do you wish you didn't cheat? Do you wish you would have learned?
I mean, when I first started, my mindset going in was to learn. I wanted to learn it.
Okay,
I didn't want to cheat, but shit, it got hard. I ain't gonna lie, I got in there and I was like, damn, this shit hard.
Do you want to learn it at this point or no? Either French or Spanish?
Spanish. I want to learn Spanish. Yeah.
Have you ever dated somebody that spoke Spanish?
No. Told you on a date.
You did say that.
Nah, I mean, like, when you say date, you say, like, have I went on a date or, like, been in a relationship? Like,
either or. I mean, I'm using the word date, but you might use a different word. I went on a date with this Brazilian. You ever been, okay, how about this? You ever been with somebody that spoke Spanish?
Yeah. Yeah, I've been with females that spoke Spanish.
You have?
I've been with them before, yeah. Not dating, but I've been with them before.
Like Spanish was they were fluent in it? That was their first language, or they just knew how to speak it?
No, that's the first language. Like, it's Mexican girl, Brazilian girl, yeah.
Do they try to teach you some of the language or no?
I mean, shit, man. I might tell them talk that shit or whatever because it's cute or whatever, but, like, man, I be high, bro. I don't be learning that shit. I don't know. I don't know what they saying.
Ever visited a Spanish-speaking country before?
I ain't never been out of the country.
Not yet. Maybe one day.
Maybe one day. I ain't gonna lie. I heard that I was trending in France. Yeah, I heard I was like #1 in France for a little minute. My song was #1 in France for a little minute. I think it's in Spain, right? I don't know, bro.
You said, wait, hold on.
France. Where's France at, bro?
Oh, France is by Spain.
All right, it's by Spain?
Is it?
Where's it in Spain?
You know what? I'd have to go look that up.
Do they speak Spanish? Nah, France, they speak French.
Yeah, French. Okay,
so
yeah. They speak French in France.
Where's Spain at?
Spain is in Europe, but I guess I'd have to pull up the map.
Yeah, something like that. I don't know.
Well, we'll pull up the map off camera. So
yeah, either French or Spanish, bro. I was trending in one of them countries, bro.
How did that feel?
It felt good. It felt good to like know my song was like going overseas and like going like everywhere over the world. Cause like I ain't never really been out of Louisville for real. So that was amazing for real. Like I was like, damn, it's all the way over there. And doing numbers over there.
Which song was it?
Old Streets.
Do you know how that happened? Do you know how you were able to get it to trend in another country?
No, bro. I don't know.
It wasn't anything you specifically did? Any like technique or...
Hell no. Nigga went over here like, damn, how I get my shit #1 in France? I don't know. I wouldn't think about that shit. I ain't even know. No. I just want to be heard, bro. That's it. You feel me? So a nigga just be trying to be heard, but it wasn't no plan behind that or nothing. the song just really just went how it went. It was all authentic and organic. Like the fans, supporters just did what they want with it, made it didn't do what it do.
How did you find out about it? That it
Found
was
out about-
trending?
My manager told me. My manager, YC, told me.
And you did end up signing to
Warner Brothers.
Warner Brothers.
Bros.
Did it trend before you signed or after?
Before.